Yeah.
Okay, and then
Go ahead, Alan.
secondly, I have a short PowerPoint. I was asked to bring forward an update on the guidelines, the old guidelines that were replaced on Friday. So as we kind of keep being flexible and adaptable in this current environment, I'm going to try to explain a 30,000-foot view of the new guidelines, which are simpler to understand. But I will say that in spite of my best studies, I'm not an expert on this because it's very complicated in the details. So we're going to pull that up here real quick. And this was delivered to me on Thursday afternoon. No, I'm sorry. It was yesterday afternoon by county public health official Dr. Maggie Park. So I want to thank her for these slides that were used here. So I can. Yeah. Can you guys see the PowerPoint?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So the focus on the new guidelines is about the economy, and it's called the Blueprint for a Safer Economy. So they wanted to have a uniform state framework. They wanted it to be conservative, slow, and prudent. And they wanted to be able to go tighter or looser based on numbers by county. They have gotten rid of the county monitoring list, which was the basis for making decisions for opening school districts across the state. So that's been replaced. They got rid of the county having to attest to the process, in a process for opening. I think public health officials have been targeted on all sides for about 6 months now, and they got rid of that. The old system, the monitoring list system, had 5 checks that you had to meet. The new one has 2, which is case rate and test positivity. And it's a 4-tier system based on colors. So this is what it looks like. Most of the state is purple, and it's based on a simplification and a daily look at the numbers as opposed to a 14-day composite. This is the same look, but a more professional looking slide. But here's how it goes. The game starts for moving tiers August 28th. They're going to reassess each Tuesday, and the first real assessment is September 8th. So on August 28th, all counties were given a color, and on September 8th, some may change color, some may not. In order to move, you have to meet these 2 criteria on case rate and test positivity. And so if you have one that's good and one that's bad, you get the bad one. In essence, to move tiers, you have to be there 21 days. So you have to earn your way onto a color, and then you have to have 14 consecutive days in that color to kind of lock it. And that 2 weeks is monitored. Again, like I said, every Tuesday you get a new announcement, and you can only advance 1 tier at a time. So this is what California looked like with the new color scheme. As you notice, most of it is purple. A couple of rural districts are in the yellow, and then a couple of reds. So most of the state is in purple, and San Joaquin County is definitely purple. So how does this impact schools? So the old system to consider opening schools, so in our case it would be going back to a hybrid system for those who chose, we would have to be off the county monitoring list and meet all 5 criteria for 14 consecutive days. That system's out. Starting on August 28th, and really for sure with the new metrics coming out next Tuesday, the 8th, schools have to be off the county. You have to move into the right tier for 14 days. So you have 14 days to earn out of purple to red, and then you have to be in red for 14 days to lock that in. So it's really a 28-day process to lock into a new tier. And then another piece that's important to this is that in the old system and in the new system, there is an ability to apply for a waiver with county public health for TK through 6th grade students. But in order for that metric to work, in the old system, you had to have 7 consecutive days off the monitoring list. which San Joaquin County never got off the monitoring list. And in the new system, you have to have 200 cases per 100,000 for 14 days in the case rate. And on the test positivity, you have to have 14 percent per 100,000 daily. So again, I'm no expert on this. This is just came out. I just got this information yesterday, but it's important to know that there's a new way for our district to consider moving to hybrid. It also is more stringent and will make it more difficult. San Joaquin County's numbers are getting significantly better, but we still haven't even gotten off the county monitoring list one day yet, but we have had many days where we are close. So that's for your information. As the information gets made more clear, we'll bring back more information to the board and for the community to consider. And that is my presentation.
Can I ask a clarifying question on that? There was something about, I don't know which slide it was in, that you have to, there it is. You have to stay in the tier for 21 days. So we are in the widespread tier.
Correct.
And we have to stay there now for 21 days. So there's no possibility of any change until October, basically.
Yeah. So the way it was explained to me is that people, because it's the first swing, some counties will move on September 8th. A very small number will go from purple to red. But I do believe the answer to your question is yes, moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
if you did move from purple to red, you would have to stay in red for at least 21 days before you can move to orange. Is that correct?
That is correct. And 2 successive weeks have to be in the orange numbers.
Okay.
And again, it's really confusing. I just wanted to give a 30,000 foot view, but I think the attempt is to not have reopenings too quickly, as that ended up being a big challenge across California with large numbers of case spreading.
Around the
Well,
world.
Thank you for
Yes.
explaining it, because you're like, it's clear as mud, and it does sound a little bit like a game, but your explanation was very helpful.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. President, question or
Yeah.
a statement? I guess it's a statement. You know, a couple of board members have already said to parents and families, thanking them for their patience. I'm on these calls all week long with CSBA and board members, and this state is screwed up. Just a few months ago, we were being mandated to go back to school unless we had a waiver. That was in July. And now they've done a complete 180. They don't know the numbers on the tests. They really don't know how many are positive. The calculations on deaths that are COVID related are inaccurate at best. This is screwed up, and it varies so much from county to county. I'm frustrated. I know parents are frustrated, and I'm at the point now where I'm very, very concerned what this is doing to especially younger kids, 2nd, 3rd, 4th grade. This is their academic future relies on what they gain right now. So we got to figure out a way to advocate to get back in the classroom. If they figured out in grocery stores, we should be able to figure out in classroom. I mean, we got to figure this out. We got to get back to school. I'm frustrated. I know all of you are too. I know I'm preaching to the choir, but boy, I have no faith in our state legislature at all.
And it's not only damaging to our students' educational future, it's damaging to their social emotional future as well. It's not, being stuck at home is not good for any of us. And I hope.
Sorry, Mr. Combo.
Go ahead.
It's also very, very difficult on teacher morale, and teaching is not an easy profession. And being asked to do so much with so little, and then not to fund it on top of that, everyone here is getting shortchanged.
I was talking to a teacher that I supervised when I was a principal, and she was one of the most highly skilled teachers I have ever worked with in 40 years in education. And she is struggling with the online education. She's not in Lammersville, but I know the quality of teacher expertise in this woman. And if she's struggling, I can just imagine what some other teachers are going through. This is new. This is not intuitive for them. And teachers are stressed. Yeah, and so are
And
the kids. This
yeah,
is harmful to kids.
unfortunately, teachers are stressed, parents are stressed, students are
Yeah.
stressed, district staff is stressed, board
It's a
members are
bad,
stressed. It's just, and I agree with Trustee Balzerini. I hope the state can, and I know some of these things may be out of their control, but I hope they can get a handle on it and figure out how to move us forward as expeditiously as possible, because this isn't good.
No.
And I would like to just interpret the barking dog. The dog was reliving a scene from the movie Network, and the dog was saying, "I'm mad as heck, and I'm not going to take it anymore."
That's what I understood as well.
that's exactly what Truffles was saying. You got it.